All right, guys, we are going to go at it. I had some wins the other night that I did want to celebrate. This is from the 22nd of March of 2024. Um, I had an evening where I took about $70 worth of losses. Was real frustrated because I think the last one was I had aces and the guy just called pre-flop, after the flop, at the turn, and then hooked a straight at the river. It was just totally frustrating. So I complained to a friend about it, went back completely to square one, and instead of just going down in terms of I go to a $5 table instead of a $10 table, I actually went up. This is a $25 knockout tournament on Bovada, and I wanted to go ahead and realize that one, I put in $100 years ago. Even if I'm at this time I was at 500. It's 500 in winnings. It's not like I've only put in $100. Like I'm still playing with winnings. It doesn't matter if you go up and down $200 or so. It just means you got to do some bankroll management, just work on your game. So we win in all three of these. I won't spoil it completely, but this is the biggest cash I think within about 3 days that I've had. This was on the 22nd. I think the other one's on the 26th, so maybe 4 days, 5 days. But you'll get a chance to see. And this one winds up being about 38 minutes long, so I couldn't have asked for quite a better flop. Although I would say if I could have had two pair and then maybe another 10 at the river, it would have worked better. I compiled 3 wins because I wanted to show it off, have a little bit of a celebration about it. Not completely happy with my play otherwise. I continue to just work at it, and I've got a better sensibility of what the players are doing or what's going on at any given moment. Super lucky flop. And a knockout. So the thing I didn't realize about the knockout structure, because I don't know if I've ever played these and won anything significant. If the tournament is $25 to join and you knock one person out, you get $10 back at this level. So if you knock out 3 guys and still lose the tournament, like you don't place, you still make $5. Nice. And I know for how I am, I'm less, how do I put this? Maybe I'm less risk averse. And I'm more aware of players doing certain things and maybe putting them on a range of hands, not exactly knowing, but a range of what they might possibly be doing, and doing so, dare I say, successfully. See a queen 10? He did not. I don't know what he had. But you'll notice another knockout. See, this is one of those things. It's like, normally if you watch my play, do I want to call with ace 9 offsuit? Out of position. Then I'm noticing I'm a little passive for my tastes when I watch it back. As I'm playing, it makes sense to me to do it that way. No idea what he had. None. See, king 10, offsuit, in position. The challenge is, I think with my stack size, I'm looking more at number 6 and number 10 and concerned that if I bet a normal bet, they call or jam, and then I've still got to deal with number 3 who might think you're trying to steal. Now, I'm assuming if they check, I check. And this is where I think I need to figure out post-flop betting and like structure, because I feel like I'm playing passive enough that I'm actually losing a little bit of fold equity that's needed. Something like that. Like I hit nothing, but it's like being able to take pots like that really adds to your chip stack in the tournaments. Calling with an ace and a 4. See, and putting yourself in a position where you let the guy draw to the diamond, if I would have bet, it probably says I've got a weak ace based on my play. We at least took it down without any major... Ooh, that is a big no. Well, it took a big pot at least. And I also wondered about that one. I'm assuming that went to me instead of the other number 3. I'm not sure how that knockout completely works. But I had to go through my account to like look at how it did the knockouts and how it tallied that, how the software managed it. Three-handed, definitely in the money. The top 4 on these 25-player tournaments win something. And see, part of me is like, okay, is it, it's questionable, like, depending on how aggressive people are being. I think it's better with that stack size. It might be better to just wait for a better spot. That would have sucked. All right, now we're heads up. And the heads up play on most of these tournaments, especially if I win, I just record in its entirety so you can see what the heads up play looks like. It's a little more rapid because it's just me and the guy. When you got 9 people at the table, it's a little more time consuming to sit there. If you made some huge bet here, I would probably let it go. It's just such a horrible flop for a pair of queens having limped in. Yeah. Could have put him in on it, but I would be nervous. Like, what if I bet half the pot and he jammed? What do you do? He's like, you got to fold. Please tell me you bet here. There you go. Just as standard. Yeah. On the button. Yeah. Come on. It's more profitable from the button to raise it up. The small blind, so you're getting the big blind back. And see, these after the flop things, it's like always the weak ace. At the level I'm at, man, the weak ace is just, dude, those guys are called with any weak ace sometimes. Bet. See, this is the challenge. It's like he makes it look like, okay, the 8 fell. Is it a scare card? The 9 made it even worse. I probably wouldn't do anything after the 9, but still decent chip stack, playing, I guess, a little more cautiously. Trying to remember when he limps, when he bets. Sucktastic. Mixed feelings. Mixed feelings. You're more likely to get a call with the half pot bet or pot bet. Praying for a 6. Now you get to see what he's playing with. 6 and a 4. All of my fears. Yeah, I think that's a better spot. Yeah. From a limp, king, queen offsuit, like you're worried about an ace. If he jammed, I'd have to think about it. But I think I felt I was ahead. Pair of 2s is rough. Well in the lead. That's a no-brainer. I think we catch something pretty good here. Yeah. At these differences, that's a no-brainer. All right. Now, I think in all total, I went through my stats just to make sure. I took 108 for the tournament, but I got $60 in knockouts, 6 people. So it was 168, which technically is the largest win I've had to date. That's more than I bought in for when I started, which was 100. And now we're on to the 26th. So that was a knockout tournament. I think this is also the same knockout tournament, I think. The last one is a $10 27 player tournament. And you'll notice even with the limps, I don't find also I'm not finding a huge difference. There's some, but I'm not finding a huge difference in skill level at $25 as opposed to 5. The knockout structure does seem to like add something where it makes it a little more profitable. I think I remember this specifically. Yeah, in terms of my bet sizing. Wow. See, like ace 10 is one of those almost like scare hands, and it really does depend on the flop itself. Seeing a flop with it, I don't mind. I think it's a very small cost to just judge what's on the board. The ace would actually be more problematic. If I hit an ace, then it's like, okay, does the other guy have ace jack? Does he have ace queen? And then, okay, hit a straight. There's no flushes on the board. And you go, I gotta. The only thing is like they slow played a jack, but then you've already only bet 300, and all of them called, and I just chopped it with a guy. And I wouldn't necessarily mind 2 times the big blind here with AK in position, but my concern is if you don't hit after the flop, if you now just make a standard bet of 700, what does he do? There's a pair of eights. Like, I don't really think his 200 bet really says he hit, but what would I be betting with that said I did? And I know how this goes. Uh-oh, that one didn't work out for you, sir. And there's a $10. That's pretty nice. Easy to lose that. Easy to lose that. See, limp in, queen 9. Do I bet? See, it's still going. Everything about my play is like, hey man, let's play a little poker. Let's just play a little hand. Let's just hang out. Yeah, that's cool, man. Not a big deal. You could have a king or ace. I don't know. Let's go now. Not bad. Limp. Check, 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 check. This is another one of those things. Like I could bet, then what? Out of position. I'll call that. Could be a 9, could be a king, could be a 10. Could he have a flush? Sure. What's he do? Says you've got a 9. Half the pot is basically his stack. It's like cake. Cake. Now you need to bet. There we go. Now who doesn't believe me? Ooh. Okay. I think I remember this hand as well. I do admit that I am not particularly proud of this hand. Um, Again, weak ace. Now, if he would have made a really significant bet, I'd have let that go. There's absolutely no doubt. I didn't play it well, but he could have, a good player would have easily eaten me on that. And you don't have to have an ace. You just have to make me think you have it. Because with a pair of kings and two aces on the board, I'm like, not at all. But we didn't lose, thankfully. Well, one, I'm glad I'm not involved with the ass end of a straight. And two, I remember this one as well. I mean, I think I just edited this the day or the yesterday or the day before. So, oh, both liars. I had to replay that one. Correct. Ooh, ouch. It always sucks when you run into it, but I don't have any problem with how I played it. It's just pressuring a guy who's got a low chip stack. Ooh. Out of position. Cool. You can play at my table any day, dude. Any day. All right, $10 on that. And we're heads up. Jam. Do something dumb. Yeah, if you can check it down. Okay, you just chopped with the jack. I think it's a jam. It's a rough spot. My guess is weak ace. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, boo, boo, boo. So I actually ran the stats on this, and 2/3 of the time I'll win that. That's just that's just a fluke hand, and a guy got lucky. I don't have a problem with the way I played that. I think pressuring him with a weak ace, I think is the way to go. And if I lose here, I'm okay with playing taps and moving on with life. I caught his queen. So 81, but if you total out the knockouts, it was like 101 or 111 or something like that. Now, on to the 27th. And this is not a knockout. This is a $10 27 player tournament. Um, that I also placed in. Again, I said I just stitched 3 wins together because I was kind of celebrating from the downturn I had taken. In a single day, I lost like $70 or $80 playing tournaments, just kept losing. Nice. And you're praying for another 9, which did not happen. If he had the ace, he beat you anyway. And the passive play, like I don't know. I'll have to keep working at it. Apparently, I got beat down after that. Probably just got blinded away, playing tight. Nice. He hit nothing. And yeah, not the way you want to go, but I think given your stack size and the blinds, that's the right move. It's not the hand I want, but you got to make it work. Oh, we outgunned you, bro. That's a jam. Absolute jam. Again, I kind of wish it was AK instead, but we'll see what happens. Ooh. Oh, what a river. Okay, now this I remember, and this absolutely at this level, like that, you gotta unload. You're afraid the guy's gonna flush, but yeah, no, that's exactly correct to me. Out of position with kings. Quads. Good lord. It was a little overkill. All right. I think 5 is the money. So we're in the money. Good at this point. Yeah, we got like another 8 minutes or so. Holy good moly of God. Jeez, wow. Those guys were leaning on each other hard, man. I mean, he did have a straight flush draw and then a lot of other stuff, but good God. The 4 is that shit is rough. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I'm heads up, but suited? Nice. Fearless. And again, usually when it goes heads up, I just record the whole thing so you can see the play by play. It's a little faster heads up. Hmm. The problem is if nothing hits, it's like, okay, I would say call for sure, but yeah, if you don't have a diamond and it's like, what do you played passively the entire hand through and you have not an air ball. 6-5, maybe. And I mean, what I'm saying, what I had, not what he had. What he had was a good bet, and me being playing passive. Yeah, I would put it in. You getting cornered in. We got about another 5 minutes. Look like. I think it would have been better as a bet. If he gets overly involved, then you can change it up. Now he's got a 4. He puts in a small bet. Yeah, exactly. Nice to take it with 2-4 offsuit. I don't know what the card peel back with the rabbit means. They added that recently. It was a small software change. Yeah, just chopped 8-3. Ugh. I think that's a Jimmy Jam. Weak enough. I need to double up. Keep in mind, we're about 260, I think, at this point, including this tournament. Uh, so it would be 360 if I take a first in this. It'd be 330 if I take second. Massive heads up. Oh, I was hoping he made just like a standard bet. That's a definite jam. Nice. Nice. Level it out. That is a big no. Mm, I don't know. I'm torn about this. Let's say he jams it. What do you do? Not gonna call. At least I don't think I will. I'll call for that. Just 1,000, but you got an air ball. AK is great pre-flop. Now what? He bets 2,400. Now what? Yeah, you got to let it go. Yeah. Hmm. I don't mind it. Ooh. Close. Real close. It's not too bad. Not the best play of Queen 10. So it wound up being, let's see. So we had like 160, 110, which is 270, 270. So like $340, 330, $340, something like that. That is the biggest group of winnings I've had so far. And my bankroll is right back at about 800. 900 or so was my peak. So hopefully I can take some wins and get up to 1,000, which has been the goal for a while. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and check it out. If there's anything you want me to know, if you'd like to tell me how bad my poker playing is, or how much you don't like my facial expressions, or I don't know, whatever haterade shit you guys put on the internet, feel free to let me know down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you again very soon.